Respond.
The DSP.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President.
Chief Whip. Continue, DSP.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Order!
Thank you, Mr. President.
DSP, you go ahead, please.
Ovie Omo Agege, Delta Central Senatorial District. I represent Delta Central Senatorial District. I am not from the executive as I'm alluded to by the PDP. Mr. President, let me start with this cliche. What is right is not always popular. And what is popular is not always right. Mr. President, following our elections, we were sworn into office. On being sworn into office, Mr. President, we swore to protect and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Mr. President, that Constitution, the 1999 Constitution, Mr. President, was put together by the best brains. 50 of them, Mr. President, were nominated to put together this Constitution. At the end of the day, Chief Obafemi Awolowo at the time, in his own wisdom,
DSP, I will suggest that you go straight to the point so that we allow other colleagues to speak also.
I am laid to rest. Let me have my say. Let me have my say. The point I'm making, Mr. President, is that the framers of this Constitution, they knew that a day like this will come. And notwithstanding, they clearly stipulated in the Constitution those provisions dealing with qualification and disqualification from running for political office. If it was the intent, Mr. President, that for holding a political office, you should not contest election, they would have so provided. Mr. President, I do not believe. Mr. President, I have the floor. Mr. President, I have the floor.
DSP, you can round up, please.
Mr. President, I have not finished.
DSP, please finish this thing.
The Electoral Act, there was a provision some of us fought for, and the provision, I believe, is also at the beginning of Section 84, that says that no political party shall seek to disqualify anybody by importing into the process a provision for qualification or disqualification not otherwise provided for in the Constitution. It is there at the beginning. I believe that's Section 84, Section 84(2). Mr. President, I therefore rise to support the motion as moved by the Senate leader, that we allow this very bill to go to second reading
I so move. Thank you.
Distinguished colleagues, I will put the question. I've listened enough. So I will put the question, and every one of us is at liberty to vote his conscience. Those in favor that this bill be now read a second time, say aye. No, maybe you didn't hear me. No. Leader, maybe you didn't hear me. I think I'll be more audible now. Those in favor that this bill be now read a second time, say aye. Those against, say nay. You didn't hear me? No, I'm not putting the question again because I put the question, there was an aye and there were nays. And I said the nays had it. So that leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, my highly respected and distinguished colleagues, order. The second order of the day. C'est le ticket permanent. Go to your seat. Allow to survive. PSB.
Leader of the Senate, please go ahead.
I just did my job as leader of the Senate, leader of government business.
Leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, my highly respected and distinguished colleagues, the second order of the day is the second reading of Federal College of Agriculture and Animal Science, Shagari, Sokoto State, Establishment Bill 2022. The people senators will recall that
Leader of the Senate. Leader.
Mr. President, my highly respected and distinguished colleagues, the second order of the day, the second reading of the Federal College of Education, Federal College of Agriculture and Animal Sciences, Shagari, Sokoto State Establishment Bill 20. Order! The single senators will recall that the bill was read the first time in this chamber on Thursday, 19th March 2020. Order! Mr. President, you may wish to invite the single senator Ibrahim Abdullahi Dambaba to move the motion for the bill to be read the second time.
The single senator Ibrahim Dambaba, Deputy Minority Whip.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise to move the motion for the lead debate on the bill for the establishment of Federal College of Agriculture and Animal Sciences, Shagari, Sokoto State. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I am delighted to be permitted to lead the debate on a bill for an act to establish Federal College of Agriculture and Animal Science, Shagari, Sokoto State. The bill was read for the first time in the hallowed chamber on Thursday, March 19th, 2020. The bill seeks to address the need for agricultural education, training, and research institutions in the region. The federal mandate of the college will therefore enhance agricultural research and development, not only in the Northwest, but in the entire country. Agriculture, Mr. President, and its allied sectors are unquestionably the largest livelihood provider, especially in the rural areas, and can contribute significantly to the gross domestic product. Demand for agricultural products is rising rapidly with increase in population and per capita income. As a result, there is growing demand for agricultural products from industrial sectors. The Federal College of Agriculture and Animal Sciences, Shagari, when established, will provide for the holistic development of agricultural education, knowledge, skills, and extension services. This initiative will accelerate agricultural growth rate, enhance farmers' income, and generate employment in the sector. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the bill seeks to, among others, 1. Establish Federal College of Agriculture and Animal Sciences, Shagari, Sokoto State, to train agriculturists and farmers in the Northwest and Nigeria in general. 2. Serve as an institution for advanced agricultural research in all fields of agriculture and animal husbandry. 3. Produce qualified Nigerians to offer services to farmers in response to increasing demands for food and other means of livelihood which agriculture will provide. 4. Develop and offer academic professional programs leading to the award of certificates, diplomas, and higher degrees with emphasis on planning, developmental and adaptive skills in education, technology, applied science, agriculture, commerce, arts, social science, humanities, management, and allied professional disciplines. 5. Act as agent and the catalyst for effective agricultural system through postgraduate training, research, and innovation for effective economic utilization and conservation of the country's human resources. 6. Collaborate with other national and international institutions involved in training, research, and development of agriculture. And finally, undertake any other activity that is appropriate for a College of Agriculture and Animal Sciences of the highest standard. Mr. President, sir, distinguished colleagues, let me conclude by expressing my gratitude to your usual cooperation in supporting proposals that seek to eradicate illiteracy, poverty, and unemployment in our country. The establishment of a college, Federal College of Agriculture and Animal Sciences, Shagari, will go a long way to contribute in this regard. In line with order.
Senator Joe Thompson Sekibo, please leave Senator Gaya alone. You can go back to your seat.
The Senate Standing Order 2022 as amended, a compendium of the financial implication of the establishment of the college is hereby therefore solicit your support for expeditious passage of this bill. Thank you, my distinguished colleagues.
Distinguished Senator Ibrahim Alai Gobir.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Distinguished colleagues, my name is Ibrahim Abdullahi Gobir from Sokoto East. I want to use this opportunity to actually commend the efforts of my colleague from Sokoto South in coming up with the bill to establish the College of Agriculture and the Animal Sciences in Shagari. Shagari is actually known as an agricultural local government. And if you go there, you will find that a lot of agricultural things are happening in that area. And we believe the establishment of this College of Agriculture and Animal Sciences will certainly go a long way in helping Sokoto State, so that at the end of the day we can be better off in terms of agricultural mechanization, in terms of animal husbandry, and so many other things. And in fact, with the skills to be acquired from there, and then with the agricultural programs that are going to be established in that area, we believe, and the technology also that is going to be established with the establishment of this College of Agriculture, we believe that it will go a long way in making Sokoto State a better place to live. So I therefore support this bill, and I want everyone here to support it so that they can have a speedy passage. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Distinguished Senator Ali Magataka Damako.
Mr. President, my dear colleagues, I remain Aliyu Siam Wamako, Brentwood North, Central District of Sokoto State. I must first commend my colleague, Senator Baba, for coming with this very timely bill for the establishment of Federal College of Agriculture and Animal Sciences in Shagari, Sokoto State. Mr. President, as we battle to look for employment for teeming youth across the nation, agriculture is a major fallback. It's a major area to refer to whatever we can do to enhance agriculture and agricultural knowledge of our teeming youth across the country is a right step in the right direction. I therefore want to fully support this bill and urge my colleagues to support this bill for quick passage. I think the Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Sabi.
Thank you, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues. I'm Aliu Sabi Abdullahi. I represent Njenje North. Mr. President, let me commend distinguished Senator Baba for sponsoring this bill. As it is, the Federal College of Agriculture and Animal Sciences to be sited in Shagari is very thoughtful. As we all know, Shagari is the town that produced one of our presidents, in person of President Shehu Shagari. And of course, this old ancient town is known for animal husbandry and is a very agrarian setting. Not far from at least the center of the Sokoto Caliphate. Therefore, in citing this college, we will be doing a great deal of developmental support to Sokoto State and, of course, other adjoining states. The Federal College, when established, as the sponsor of the bill have said, we advance training and skills acquisition by young Nigerians in various elements of livestock. As we all know, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, Sokoto State is known for many livestock, in particular the Sokoto Budali. And of course, the Sokoto Budali is one of the best breeds when it comes to beef and dairy production. And if you look at our import beef, in terms of dairy, for example, I think it will be a very wonderful opportunity for Nigeria to have this college so that we can extend the frontier of training to our youth. And this will further support the diversification of the Nigerian economy. Mr. President, with these few comments, I support that this bill will read the second time, and I urge my colleagues to do the same. I so move, Mr. President.
Distinguished colleagues, those in favor that this bill be now read the second time, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk of the Senate.
Mr. President.
Chief Whip, please. Chief Whip. Distinguished colleagues. Distinguished colleagues. Senator Bassi. Please, let's also use our masks. Please. This is still there. Okay, Clerk of the Senate.
Mr. President, distinguished senators, a bill for an act to establish the Federal College of Agriculture and Animal Sciences, Shagari, Sokoto State, and for other related matters, 2022, SB 392, second reading.
A bill for an act to establish the Federal College of Agriculture and Animal Sciences, Shagari, Sokoto State, and for other related matters, 2022, second reading taken, and the bill is referred to the committees on tertiary institutions and third fund on agriculture and rural development to report back within 4 weeks, with the tertiary institutions being the lead committee. Leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, my highly respected and distinguished colleagues, the third order of the day is the second reading of the Federal College of Medical Sciences National State Bill 2022. Distinguished senators will recall that the bill was read the first time in this chamber on Tuesday, 24th November 2020. Mr. President, you may wish to invite distinguished Senator Godia Akwashiki to move the motion for the bill to be read the second time.
Distinguished Senator Godia Akwashiki. Nasarawa.
Mr. President, my very distinguished colleagues, I am Senator Akwashiki Godia, representing Nasarawa North. Order 3 in the order paper of today in favor of my name is a bill for an act to establish the Federal College of Medical Sciences, Nasarawa State, and for other matters connected here with 2022 SB 513, second reading. Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, I humbly rise to move a motion and lead a debate for this bill to pass second reading. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, permit me to lead a debate of this very important bill for the establishment of Federal College of Medical Sciences, Nasarawa State. This bill was read for the first time in this whole chamber on Tuesday, 24th November 2020. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, this bill seeks to establish the Federal College of Medical Sciences, Nasarawa State, and to make comprehensive provisions for its due management and administration. The establishment of this institution is informed by the imperative to create more access to higher health and medical studies in view of the large number of qualified candidates who are annually stranded in their failed attempt in gaining admissions into higher institutions in the state.
objectives of the college shall include to encourage the advancement of learning and to hold out to all persons without distinction of race, creed, sex, or political conviction the opportunity of acquiring higher education in medical line, to develop and offer academic and professional programs leading to award of diploma, first degree, postgraduate, research and higher degrees with emphasis on planning, adaptive technical maintenance development, and productive skills in the field of medicine, biomedical engineering, scientific and allied professional disciplines relating to health resources with the aim of producing social, mature persons with capacities, not only to understand, use, and adapt existing technologies in the health industries, but also to improve on those disciplines and develop new ones, and to contribute to the scientific transformation of medical and other health practices in Nigeria. To also act as agents and catalysts through postgraduate training, research, and innovation for the effective and economic utilization, exploitation, and conservation of Nigerian natural, economic, and human resources. To also offer to the general population as a form of public service the results of training and research in medicine and allied disciplines, and to foster the practical application of those results. To establish appropriate relationships with other national institutions involved in training, research, and development of healthcare, and to identify medical needs of Nigeria and to find solutions to them within the context of overall national development. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the health sector has a very high potential and requires high-level medical, scientific, and administrative skills to drive it. The establishment of this college will go a long way into achieving these targets. My distinguished colleagues, this bill is well organized for its very own purpose of modern academic and research institution. The objectives of this college, as articulated above, are supportive of its mission and broad vision of a modern institution that will develop world-class medical personnel that can sustainably manage our nation's health sector by providing medical expertise and at the highest level. The college is therefore to further advance knowledge through research and nurture unique innovations, entrepreneurship, and wealth management in its core area of interest. Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, the enactment of this bill will help in transforming the health and educational fortunes in Nigeria, in producing desired medical manpower and expertise that Nigeria is yearning for. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, let me also stress that the fact that the location of the college site and ancient history, that is a whole city to have civil servant that works in Abuja, and is instructive to this means that the place has a clear crying need for the federal government presence. Mr. President, my distinguished colleague, in line with Order 76, Sub 3 of our standing rules, the financial contagion is hereby attached. Mr. President, my distinguished colleague, I urge you to support this bill to spell second reading. Thank you.
Distinguished Senator Matthew Eragide.
Thank you, Mr. President. I am Senator Matthew Urogide. I represent Edo South Central District. Mr. President, I rise to support this bill, ably sponsored by my distinguished colleague, Senator Apashike. Mr. President, my support for bills like this is always premised on the fact that the situation that exists in our country today is a very low ratio of trained medical and paramedical personnel compared to the population of our people. We know it too that we can never have enough medical colleges that will train medical personnel in our country. A country that has a population of over 200 million people, and having medical personnel still less than 1 million, it will say that we don't have enough. So any training institution that we have in place, that of course will turn out trained medical personnel, doctors,